We are doing a year-long backpacking trip, so we're going to be living out of our backpack for quite a while. And we want a way to be able to organize our clothing, our toiletries, and all of our gear, and also be able to find it really easily and quickly without messing up our whole bag when we need to get to it. An off-the-shelf solution are packing cubes, and we found some great packing cubes by Eagle Creek. They are great because they're very, very lightweight, ultra lightweight, and they are breathable. The downside, however, is that they're $30 to $40 depending on the set you get. And because they're breathable, they also are not waterproof, and they don't hold in the odors. So we looked at other alternatives, and what we came up with was this DIY option. We're going to be using Ziploc bags, but because they tear pretty easily, if we look here, when you open up these, every time you open up these bags over and over again, the first place for them to go is on the sides. So we've reinforced it there, and we've reinforced the seams all the way around. We're going to be using quart-size bags, gallon-size bags, and we also found these 2-gallon-size bags. To do this project, you need your scissors, your duct tape, and the bag you want to use. Now, we do have links for all these in the description. They are affiliate links, so if you want to support us, please click through on those. And I'm going to walk you through how to do this project. Just to save time, I went ahead and pre-cut all of my duct tape. So we're going to start with our gallon bag. The very first piece of tape I cut was for the bottom of the bag, and I cut this piece of tape so that it is about 2.5 inches to about 2 inches on each side extra. And I'm going to place this bag halfway down the tape and right in the center. And I'm going to push it down at the bottom so it seals down. And I can flip this over and put it in half and be done, but what that's going to do is that's going to attach this tape to the other side and it won't stick anywhere. So to prevent that, so we don't have the bulkiness, I'm going to go ahead and cut these corners just slightly to take out the edges. And so at a slight angle to the corner of the bag, I'm going to cut it down. Now I want to cut it right to the corner of the bag here, but not into the bag. We obviously don't want to cut off the edge there. So as carefully as possible, we're going to go ahead and cut that. And I'm also cutting this other edge right here. Now you might have some trouble with your scissors. This tape is really sticky. So if you don't have very sharp scissors, it can be difficult to cut it well. We're going to go ahead and do that on one side, and we're also going to do this on the other side. Cutting this tape at this corner is actually the hardest part of this project, but thankfully we only have to do it on this one corner and then we'll be done. One thing that's really nice about these bags is that if we lose them, if we end up tearing them, or anything happens to them while we are traveling, or they just get too dirty or messed up, we can always just go ahead and purchase new ones. They're about less than $6 for a box. We can purchase a whole new set and be on our way, and you can find them just about anywhere. So now I'm taking this bottom piece here and I'm going to flip it up, and I start right in the middle and I just attach it right there, and I pull it here at the edge, and I'm just going to go ahead and push that out and do the same on this other side. Now if you get any creases or wrinkles in it, don't worry too much, just try to push it down as much as possible, but this doesn't have to be exact, it's just a reinforcement of it. And you can push down this other side. So there we have, this corner's done. I'm going to push in this other side here as well, and that corner is done. So not too hard. We're going to pull the side pieces. So I pre-cut this side piece as well, and if you'll notice on this side piece, I cut it so that it will go up to the side here. So this is probably the weakest part on the bag where you're opening and closing it constantly. So it's going to cover up a little bit of that, as well as go all the way down to the base of this bag where the other one is. So I'm going to find about where I want to put it, which is just dead center. And again, just like I did on the bottom, I'm going to push it down right here. And I don't need to cut any of the corners, so we can go ahead and fold it in half and fold it over to the other side. And there we go. Just make sure that's nice and sealed down tight. And here on the top, I like to make sure it is pushed down around the edge of the Ziploc. And that's done. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, find center here. And push it down and attach it. Now the reason I didn't push this tape all the way up to the very top was because I didn't want to have the extra duct tape at the top, which would come over the edge and then end up being, every time I open and close it, being pulled off to the side and actually being a weak point of the bag. So it goes almost to the top, but not quite to the top, so there's no hangover there. Now, so we thought about stopping here, but what I'm going to do is, I find that a lot of my duct tape bags actually end up, or duct tape bags, a lot of my Ziploc bags end up tearing right here at the very top. I think it's just a brittle point for it. So I did another piece of duct tape that I'll do on both sides. I'm going to go right up to where you put on, where you Ziploc it, where you shut it there, seal it shut, and just put it on right there. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. The reason that I'm not putting this duct tape over that Ziploc seal is because I want to be able to tell and make sure that it's sealed right here. I don't want to not know if it's sealing or not. So I have that visual cue. And that's it. That's our bag. So we can put our shirts in here, we can put small items, whatever we need to do to compartmentalize our bag and make it easy to get to things. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, be sure and leave us a comment. If you have ideas on things that you've done to travel light and organize your stuff, we would love to hear it. Thank you.